California. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, everyone, we are at the top of the hour. Let's go ahead and get this started. Again, thank you so much for attending our GetFit Global Mining presentation. My name is your Queen Connectress, Miss Marnita Casa, and I will be your humble hostess for this afternoon. Now, it is my honor to introduce you all to a man that for over 25 years dominated the direct sales industry. His cryptocurrency education is used by companies and universities worldwide. For over 6 years, he dedicated his life to learning about cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, but he didn't just stop there. He decided to go out, share his information with the masses, and this was done by putting on fun and exciting Bitcoin boot camps nationwide at no cost. He has built wonderful communities and thriving platforms like you see before you now. So without further ado, it is my honor to introduce you all to Mr. Brandon Ivey.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Casa, for that introduction, and welcome everybody. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are logging in from anywhere around the world. This is the blockchain. There is no borders on this. There is no company. There's no CEO. We're talking about a decentralized app that is designed to allow you to be rewarded for your own physical activity, to get paid without having to pay any monthly auto ship, without having to recruit anybody, without having to sell any product, goods, or services that you got to convince your grandma to drink your miracle juice to work. How about getting paid from your own physical activity? And I'm going to kick it off this way, because I used to be in the same situation. If you're a brand new guest invited to a presentation and you're looking at something, it sounds good. The person that's speaking is probably the only one making money, and nobody else is going to make money, and everybody gets scammed. So let me ask this question. If you made money yesterday, type me in the chat box. And I would challenge any opportunity out there, any presenter, to say that at the beginning of their presentation. Because I already know the answer to that. So if you made money, type me in the chat box. So while you're doing that, as Ms. Casa said, my name is Brandon Ivey from Los Angeles, California. I am the founder and CEO of Ivy League Crypto Academy. I teach crypto education for a living. And I've been in the direct selling space for 25 years. I've been self-employed for 12 of those years. And I turned 48 years old last month. And I know that I need to make sure I'm in shape, get in better health. My family has a lot of health challenges, especially for the men at early ages, from heart disease and strokes and heart attacks. And I don't want to go down that road. What's the point of making money if you're not going to be around? So I am paying close attention to health. In fact, I'm launching a new health division of my company called ILCA Health. And GetFit is the main driver of that, because you're not just getting healthy. You're not just making a little bit of money, but you're making a lot of money. When I first saw this, here is what my goal was. Since I teach crypto education, I'm dealing with a community of people that have been scammed over and over and over again in opportunities that look good, that sound good, but end up being rug pulls, end up getting shut down, or end up, being scammed, whatever. And people are just trying to make some money in crypto. And so I always say, if you start with your education first, you're going to be all right. Yeah, you're still going to lose some money somewhere along the way, but you're not going to lose your house savings, and you're going to make more money than you lose. But can we have an opportunity where people can actually win? So when I saw GetFit for the first time, here was all I saw. The stay-at-home mom, the dad working 2 jobs, the person that's got kids getting ready to go to college and school, people that can't afford to pay their grocery bills. Gas is skyrocket. And here we have an app that can help people make anywhere between $50 to $300 to $500 a month. Now, we're not talking about walking off your job. We're talking about having extra money for your groceries and put gas in the tank, and maybe get that kid your backpack for school and some new shoes so that the other kids don't make fun of them coming back from summer break. That's what we're talking about. A little bit of help so you don't have to drive that Uber and DoorDash and Lyft and not get a second job. That was my goal, so that everybody has a win that they control, not having to recruit. But let me tell you what ended up happening after the last 30 days. Q had his greatest day ever. My wife made $174 yesterday on her first day using this app on her own physical activity, and she didn't max out. And you know, when she saw that, you know, she's a substitute teacher. Substitute teachers make about $120 a day. She made $174 on just her physical activity in one day. What do you think she's going to do more of now? Move even more. So let me jump on into this because I was excited to see that. I couldn't wait for this morning to come so I can see the results on her phone. And I was like, wait a minute, she made 5.2 MQT or 5.7 MQT. And I'm going to show you in this presentation what that represents, what that means, and how you guys can be a part of this as well. Documentation beats conversation. So I am no longer in proving mode. So you may see a little difference on how I speak and give these presentations because I really don't need your approval of this. I also don't need to convince you either. And a lot of people say, hey, Brandon, convince me that this works. I just show you dang, I'm so conditioned to say back office. I can just show you my wallet. How I get to get paid every 24 hours. So let's talk about this. We're talking about GetFit mining, proof of physical activity. Now, here are some challenges that by getting more physically active, you're going to be able to address. Health challenges or some health facts like heart disease and cancer are the top 2 causes of death in America. 67.5% of American adults are overweight or obese. 97% of Americans are failing to meet ideal healthy lifestyle criteria that can protect their hearts. Tobacco use, poor nutrition, physical inactivity, and excessive alcohol use are top reasons for disease in America. And every single health and wellness company, Move to Earn app, whatever out there, has different ways, product and services to address these issues. Here's the unintended benefit of GetFit mining. Take a look.
Tired of shelling out money for gym memberships you hardly ever use? Fed up with fad diets and quick fixes that never seem to deliver? We know the feeling, but what if there was a way to spend less and achieve more, much more, than you've ever dreamed possible? GetFit Mining, the revolutionary platform that pays you to get fit. Imagine earning cold, hard crypto just for building those buns of steel or carving out that six-pack. With GetFit Mining, every step you take is not just towards a healthier you, but also towards financial freedom. Forget those hefty gym fees or that pantry stuffed with diet foods. Motivate yourself to be the best version of yourself and start building your retirement at the same time. What if what you mine today could change your tomorrow just doing what you are already doing but intensifying it? Picture this, the best fit version of yourself, traveling the world, driving that luxury car you've always dreamed of. All of this is possible with GetFit Mining. Here's how it works. Strap on your favorite fitness tracker and start earning crypto for your everyday activities like walking, running, or cycling. The more you move, the more you earn. Our app syncs with your lifestyle. It tracks your progress and mines cryptocurrency while you exercise. It's like mining money while melting calories. Say hello to real-time rewards paid instantly. Achieve your fitness goals and watch your digital wallet grow. Connect with fellow fitness enthusiasts, challenge each other, and share your achievements. With each referral, boost your earnings and your fitness motivation. Join the movement that's reshaping what it means to be fit and financially savvy. Why put off feeling good and living well? The time is now, and GetFit Mining is your gateway. Ready to make a move? Let's turn those fitness dreams into your financial reality. Jump on board and let GetFit Mining guide you to a richer, healthier life. It's the future of fitness, and it's here now with GetFit Mining. So why wait? It's time to turn those workouts into wealth. Download the GetFit Mining app today and start your journey towards fitness and financial freedom. Remember, every step counts, every workout matters. With GetFit Mining, you're not just getting fit, you're getting rewarded. It's fitness revolutionized. It's time to get fit, get rewarded, and start building your future one step at a time. See you on the healthier side of life.
See you on the healthier side of life. I mean, are there benefits to walking, Just 30 minutes every day can increase cardiovascular fitness, strengthen your bones, reduce excess body fat, and boost muscle power and endurance. You reduce your risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, osteoporosis, and even some cancers. Physical activity may help to prevent or manage heart disease, stroke, and high blood pressure. Adults who sit less and do any amount of moderate to vigorous physical activity gain some health benefits. Now, even though we know this, how many of you before you were in GetFit was being out there power walking every single day to protect your heart? Nah. No, don't lie. No, you weren't. Nobody was really doing that outside of trying to, take selfies for the gram, fake it till you make it type your exercise routine. But what would motivate you to walk more, to be more physically active? What if you got paid to do it? Huh? How about your physical activity now becomes an income stream? I'm telling you right now, I am working GetFit. Before, this was a hobby. It was extra. I'm working it like a job now. Want to know why? Again, this is that unintended benefit. I'm doing, dang, I don't even know if I should be saying this, but I like to keep it real. Our family's generating now at this pace more than $50,000 a month in crypto rewards. I don't say that to impress you, but to impress upon you. You can play with this or you can take it serious. Now, let me show you how that's happening. One, everybody already has a phone. I have two. Actually, those of you on my crypto talk, you guys saw what I was doing this morning. I actually have three. I'm in crypto, so I've got multiple devices doing multiple things because of security reasons. And you learn that in crypto education. It's one thing to make the money, it's another to be able to keep it. And education allows you to keep it. So we've got, by the end of this day, we'll have 4 phones up and running in our household. And every phone has fitness trackers on them. iPhones have Apple Health, Google or Androids have Google Fit. These trackers are already tracking your physical data. Whether you like it or not, whether you give it permission or not, your phones are already listening to you. You think that it only listens to you when you give the voice command? It's listening to you to hear the voice command in the first place. So your phones are already doing this. GetFit is just a dApp that you add to your phone. There's no cost for downloading this. You go to if you're on Android, go to the Play Store and download it. If you're on iPhone, you got to get the test flight first and then download it from the test flight on your iPhone. And that dApp, because this is a dApp, a digital app, connects to the apps already on your phone, collecting all of your physical data. So people say, I have one person tell me, I don't like the deep state collecting all my information. So in my rightful mind, I can't support a project like this. I can't do it. I'm like, really? Do you have a cell phone right now? Yes. I said, open up your phone. Do you have an app on there called Samsung Health? Yeah. Do you have an app on there called Google Fit? Yeah. Huh. Says, well, my husband has an iPhone. Oh, really? Does he have what is it called? Apple Health on his iPhone? Yeah, it comes standard. This is already recording all of your data. You didn't even know that. This app takes that data that's already been recorded and transfers it into a digital hash, which is then sent to the blockchain, and you're rewarded in crypto tokens called MQT. MQT, there's only 2 ways to get that token right now, because it's not a token that is just made up out of thin air. It's on the market right now. So you can go to Uniswap and purchase it at current price, Or you can use GetFit and mine it every single day. Would you rather have the golden egg or the golden goose producing golden eggs every single day? This is what we call proof of physical activity. The same way Bitcoin is proof of work. I'll get to that in a moment. But with this move to earn app, there are others on the market you might be familiar with. Stepin and Sweatcoin. I have both of them. I've had them for years. They were pretty cool. And it was, you know, when we always got, I was using it big time, and Marnita knows because she's been my walking partner for years. Right at the beginning of the year, oh yeah, we hyped on Sweatcoin and Stepin, and we're counting and adding up our steps, and we're having competitions with that. Even in our crypto community, we were having competitions. I was able to see everybody else's step. I was watching Provis out there. I'm like, dang, he always on the motorcycle. When he getting these steps in? But he was. Was I continued to do it? No, I wasn't really incentivized. But these apps are limited in what they can do based on geolocation. They don't work inside. You got to be outside, and they're centralized. And they're more like rewards than actual making money from them. GetFit is decentralized. It's getting you rewarded for your steps, your distance, your calories, your workouts, and your sleep in real time that you're able to get paid the very next day. And you're able to pull it out and pull it right into your wallet and sell it the very next day. What are the benefits of sleeping? Getting 7 to 9 hours sleep a night keeps your heart healthy, reduces stress, and helps keep blood sugar consistent. Lowers your risk for serious health problems like diabetes and heart disease. Reduces stress, improves your mood, and allows you to think more clearly. Helps to prevent inflammation and control weight. So I got to ask another question. Knowing all of this, how many of you are getting a real good night's sleep before GetFit? See, I've been self-employed since 2012. And I remember when I fired my boss, I was so excited because it was July 13th, Friday, 2012. And when Monday came around, you know, our body is so conditioned to wake up early on Monday morning to get ready for work. My body woke up, and then I just opened my eyes and I looked at the ceiling like, I ain't got to get up and go to work. And I just rolled over and went right back to sleep. The idea of waking up when you're finished sleeping. But here's something else that I learned real quick. Being a self-employed entrepreneur, I only average 4.5 to 5 hours sleep a night because I want to get to work. I work for myself. I got to be held accountable to myself. But since GetFit, I've been sleeping at the very beginning. I moved to 6.5 hours, and then 6.5 to 7. 7.5 to 7.5 to 7 to 7.5. Now I'm averaging between 7.5 to 8 hours sleep. Now I'm not actually sleeping 8 hours. I wake up, my body is still conditioned. I just don't get out of bed. I lay there longer. Why? Because I'm getting paid to. How would you like to get paid to sleep? And not only sleep, what about all of your steps, your distance, your workouts, your calories, including your sleep, not managed by a company, not managed by a CEO, but by a smart contract on the blockchain, similar to Bitcoin. There's no business named Bitcoin. There's no company named Bitcoin. There's no CEO of Bitcoin. The creator of it is anonymous. Nobody's seen him in 13 years, or her, or they, Satoshi Nakamoto. This is a community-driven project. It is based on all of us with this project. Now, the app is a program. It's based on math, and there's limitations to this. One is the amount of activity you can do. I know we just came off the Olympics in Paris. You guys might be hyped up thinking that you're Noah Childs or you're Simone Biles or you're Jordan. You know, you're not Usain Bolt yet. Take it slow. So you're getting credit up to max of 20,000 steps a day, 10 miles per day, 2 hours max workout time, 2 to 4,000 max calories, and 8 hours max sleep. Now, getting started, one, you already have a phone. You can have fitness trackers external ones that are optional. Like I'm wearing two right now. Somebody at the store the other day was looking at me and was like, is that like a different type of medical device you're wearing? I said, no, it's two smartwatches. I got an iPhone and an Android. Why do you need two phones? I own my own business and I'm in crypto. Huh. But again, why do you need two phones? Because both phones are also paying me. And I love saying this. This is just yesterday. I love saying this. I say, yeah, this one yesterday made me about $300. And this one yesterday made me about 220. He said, what? I said, yeah, for the day. What? Here's my number if you had any questions. But these are optional. The phones already come with apps on them. So if you carry around your phone everywhere, you're good to go, which most people already do. How many of you go to the bathroom with your phone? How many of you take a bath with your phone? How many of you walk from the couch to the kitchen with your phone? How many of you, if you're on your way to work and you left your phone at home, continue to go to work? Or do you bust that U-turn and risk being late? How many of you panic when you don't know where your phone is? So you can keep your phone on you at all times. You don't need to have an external device. I just found that these help my tracking much better. And any activity is getting you paid. From walking outside, inside, running, jogging, hiking, playing sports, swimming, riding your bike, walking in the grocery store, taking a vacation, and walking on the beach. What about casual activities like sleep, having sex, any sports, and charity? Anything that's getting your heart rate going, anything that's getting your movement going, your body movement. What about cleaning your house, doing yard work, playing with your kids or grandkids? All of that is activity. And the more activity you have, the higher your earnings. Okay, now that all sounds good in theory. How can you make this work? Well, this has a self-sustaining ecosystem. Why? What does that mean? What's a self-sustaining ecosystem? Well, most crypto projects fail within 6 months to a year. The primary reason they fail is not because they didn't have a good idea or they didn't have a good product and system in place. It's because to get started, it's expensive. It costs money. And to get started, a lot of times they have seed fundraising or they bring out a token that they're going to sell for cheap for the first people that get started, or they have investor funds. And as soon as the project launches, what do people do? The early birds sell and the price of the token drops and it crashes and they kill the project. Or before the project has a chance to really succeed, their business is a centralized business. All that money's coming in and the CEOs never really intended for the project to last long. They just try to raise some money so that they can scam everybody and run off to the winds with all the cash, which happens a lot. You think you know them, you think they have good intentions, and next thing you know, all your money's gone. This is a self-sustaining ecosystem. Number one, all of the funds raised was self-funded to the tune of almost $3 million. Oh, I forgot to talk about the mining part. Oh, I skipped that part. Oh, yeah. There is something else you need to have besides downloading the app, is you got to purchase the miners. The miners is what makes this whole project work. Think of Bitcoin. How is Bitcoin created? Is it created out of thin air? No. It takes people. People need to purchase hardware, program, software, plug it into their electricity system, pay the electricity. And then what they're creating is not Bitcoin, they're creating the blockchain. And every time a block is created, which is around every 10 minutes, Bitcoin's rewarded to the tune of 3.125 Bitcoin or 3.25 Bitcoin every 10 minutes. That's the reward. The only thing that is printed out of thin air is your US dollar. There's nothing backing that except trust. It costs around $45,000 for one Bitcoin to be created. What? Yes, at current price. But why would they do that? They're incentivized to do it. Well, here, the MQT, the distribution takes place through the miners. So the more miners you have, the more mining power you have, the more MQT you earn. And every time you evolve and upgrade your miners, you submit proof of physical activity, you claim your mining rewards, you unlock your mining dock slots, create challenges and events, and lease miners, you're also generating revenue that goes into the blockchain because you're paying gas fees. This is not a company. The money's not going to a company or a CEO. The money's going straight to the blockchain in the smart contract. Every time you transfer Bitcoin from one wallet to another, there's a transaction fee. Every time you trade on Binance, whatever exchange, there's a transaction fee. How do you think Sam Bankman-Fried became a billionaire in 2 years from FTX? CZ became worth 20 billion in 4 years. All these little exchanges. But since this is a smart contract that's decentralized and not centralized, instead of the money going to Sam Bankman-Fried, the smart contract is putting it right back into the same ecosystem to keep it running itself. It is purchasing MQTs and pulling it off the market. And when you pull tokens off the market, you have less of a supply. Supply-demand dynamics. If there's less of a supply and more demand, the value of the token goes up. And then it's also adding liquidity so that if somebody wanted to sell, there is a money there to actually sell. Now, I don't want to just talk about a theory, because up to this point, it's just been all theory. Do we have any proof? Over the last 30 days, we do have proof. Let me show you the proof. The MQT token launched. What? Anybody know? Give me the exact date of that. I forgot the exact date. But the MQT token launched. And this is DEX Tools. You can go to dextools.io and look up MQT paired to USDT. Normally, when a project launches, you have this. It's launched at $1 on launch day. And you have it go sky high because everybody's excited and everybody's trying to get the token cheap. The price goes up. The token got up to, this was 24 hours after I had, after the launch, and I took the screenshot. 24 hours later, it was $4.43. But it got up to here, I don't know, $4.60 or so. And then you have what's normal. You have a sell-off because the people who got it early decided, oh, this went up 300%. I want to make a profit. And they sell. Normally, what a pump and dump happens is when all of these people sell and the price comes all the way down to the bottom, either right at launch cost or below. And then the project's dead at that point. But you have this happening 5-10 times a day on these meme coins because people are trying to have the next Shiba Inu and get rich real quick. They don't care if the project lasts long. Here's what a successful launch would look like. It goes up, naturally people will sell, and it comes down to about less than around 40 to 30% from its all-time high, and it stabilizes. Now, if the project is actually good, over time, and over time can mean weeks, months, or even years, it'll flatline and then start to go up gradually. That's actually kind of what happened with Dogecoin. Dogecoin was created to be a joke by the creators who didn't believe in crypto, but they understood programming and they knew how to create a coin. They created it as a joke. And after they pumped it up, a couple of months later, maybe less than a year later, the creators of it sold all their Doge. 2 years later, Elon Musk, Mark Cuban started running their mouth about Doge. And the people came in, found Doge, and started buying it. And Doge went to an all-time high. And the owners were like, are you kidding me? You know how much more money they would have made on their own project? So you never know when that can happen. Or if a project is bad, it will go down over time and never come back up. The one thing about crypto, again, this is crypto education. You only lose when you sell. See, even if the value goes down, you still own the asset. It's like a house. You buy a house for $500,000 and the housing market goes down to $250,000. Did you lose $250,000? No, unless you sold at 250. If you hold it for a little longer, it might go up to 750,000. Now, if you sold at 750,000, you made a $250,000 profit. So I got a lot of Forex people that can't understand this. So people panic sell. So here's what ended up happening. Instead of it dropping all the way down, it dropped a little bit and then came up higher than when it dropped. And then it flatlined for all day. And then you had a sell-off happen here. This sell-off was because a lot of people were selling to evolve their miners up. And people started to panic. If you remember the first 24 hours, when people started seeing, I better sell before it goes back down to $1. And then something happened that I have never seen before in my entire career in crypto. This. Wait a minute, Brandon, I've seen things pop back up. Yeah, but the reason why. This happened. The smart contract kicked in and boom, brought the value right back up. Not only did it bring it back up, but it reached a new all-time high of $4.90 after the sell-off. And it ended the day at $4, or 24 hours later, $4.43. When I saw that, my head exploded because I'm looking at this from the outside. And as an outsider, I understood what this meant and where this could go. Here's a couple of other things you need to look at. Circulating supply. We're not talking about 50 billion tokens or 1 trillion tokens and it's worth 0.000008. Only 21 million. Type in the chat box, what other token has 21 million tokens? Another thing to look at is the liquidity. The liquidity. Why is that important? Because if I'm on the outside and I want to get in on a project, I want to know if I buy it, will I be able to sell it? In the early days, before I created my crypto education company, you don't know how many people I've seen this happen with and these are people who I would tell them, you need crypto education. Nah, B, I just got 50K, where I need to put it. Nah, get educated first so you know what you're doing. But it was a whole meme coin thing, trend, and people will see any new meme coin come out, drop 10,000 on it. And then when they want to sell, they have a price impact of 50%, 70%. They can't even sell the freaking token because there's no liquidity there and they're stuck. There's nothing they can do. And now they got to figure, man, I got to figure out how to scam people to buy this coin so I can sell mine. That's a scam. Here, 24 hours in, it was $489,000 liquidity. 1 week later, a little more than a week later, here's what the price was this past Saturday. No more than a week later. That was launch day, a couple weeks later, because the coin hovered at between $4.90 and then it dropped all the way to $2.50 and it came back up to $3. And then all of a sudden an explosion. I got to go find that screenshot. Last Saturday, 5 days ago, 5 days ago, I did crypto talk. I did GetFit talk presentation last Saturday morning. The price was $6.87. I was losing my mind. 25% increase. And the reason why is because before that, there were a lot of people selling 400, 500. I saw one person sold 1,000 tokens at $2.80. Do you know? Let's do the math on that. And I'll pull it over here so you can see the calculator. You should be able to see the calculator. 1,000 tokens at $2.80, $2,800. How much is that 1,000 tokens worth at $6.87? $6,870 2 weeks later. Same 1,000 tokens. Let's keep remembering that for a second. Because 2 days later, this past Monday, I did the GetFit presentation. I took a screenshot of Dex Tools 5 minutes before I went live, and here's what I saw. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I cut the slide. It was $25 on Monday. I cut that off. Here's what it is right now. 5 minutes before I went live. So from last Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 days ago, it was $6 a coin. Let me repeat this. 5 days ago, it was $6 a coin. I've been running my mouth on social media all week. And people sitting there looking or saying, Brandon, send me info, and doing absolutely nothing with the info. And one of the main reasons they do nothing is because they don't understand. Lack of education is going to cost you millions of dollars. So they didn't move. 5 days, $30.65. So let's go back to those same 1,000 tokens that one individual sold for $2,800. 1,000 tokens at $30.65. I did that right? I mean, math is math. Let me do that again. 1,000 at $2.80 got them $2,800. Probably paid a couple of bills. 1,000 tokens at $30.65. That's $30,000. Let me tell you something else. Let me show something else here. Look at the liquidity. It's now at $1.59 million. This ain't going anywhere. And it's only going to continue to get bigger. And I'm speaking not as a cheerleader for this project, because I thought it was going to fail by 80%. And I said so publicly. Elton called me up last week. Elton, what was the price of the token when we had that conversation? What was the price? Maybe $3.50? Somewhere around there. And Elton asked me a question. Now, as a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor, but he asked me a question. And it was about, he said, yeah, I want to get more miners and I want to be able to upgrade. I'm short on cash. If I sell my tokens, then I can maybe evolve, a couple of more miners. Wanted about $600 worth. And I said, well, I can't tell you what to do. I can give you a strategy on what I'm going to do. I am not personally going to be evolving any of my miners until next week, because I'm going to be selling my MQT to do so. And I'd rather sell it. And at the time, I thought that MQT would probably be around $5, $6 the next week. I had no idea it was going to go to $6, $15, $25, and then $30 that fast. I even had a quick chat with Lynette, the creator of this smart contract. And when the price was at $6, she said, I could probably get to $25 by the end of the month. Today's the 22nd and it's $30. Not even she thought it was going to get this high, this fast. So Elton did not make the move when it was at like $3. That's why he said, thank you for that convo. I didn't get financial advice. All right, let's continue. How to get started. The cost of a miner, we call it a Lenny, is $50. It provides you 50% mining power. If you were to share this, hey, Quentin or Ken, I don't know if Ken is here as well. You guys, I have not paid attention on the commission side as well. Are we still getting 25% per sale, or is it 10%? I'm a little off on that. And the reason why I'm off on that is because I don't care. I didn't get into this for recruiting. Yeah, that's cool. But I had an $850 day yesterday just from my own physical activity. My own physical activity. It's not about recruiting, but you do get, a commission for sharing. But $50 gets you started. So when someone asks me again, well, Brandon, how many should I get? Well, I can't tell you that. That's up to what you can afford to do. I would suggest, if you really want to get started right, get yourself 7 Lennies for $350. Another $140 to unlock your mining dock slots. And that'll get you a good start. And then when you can, upgrade your miners. What does that mean, upgrade? Well, there's more powerful miners. You've got the primary, the ultra, the alpha, and the omega. The omega is the most powerful. I think if you've got 7 omegas and you're maximizing your physical activity, you probably made 22 or 23 MQT this morning, which should drop down to maybe 13 or 14 MQT by the end of the day. If you've got 7 omegas, no, maybe a little more than that, maybe 15, 16 MQT by the end of the day. What would that equal? If you got 15 MQT times $30.65, yeah, that's $459 for the day. If you had 7 omegas and you're maxing it out, roughly around there. The more people that come on the project, the less tokens you're going to be mining every day. You might think, am I losing money? No, because the value of the token rises. I remember times where you were getting maybe 30, 40 MQT a day, but the value of MQT was only $3. I want more people coming in. Soon there'll be 7. If you have 7 omegas, you might only be getting 1 or 2 MQT a day. If that happens, I'm shooting through the roof. That means 1 MQT or 2 MQTs is worth $200 to $300 a piece. All right. What if you want to evolve your miners up? You got the Lenny for $50. It costs $30 to move to primary, $40 to move to ultra, $60 to alpha, and $100 to, or $200 and 2 alphas to an omega. And do you know what you're doing here? This evolution process, you are adding liquidity and helping the self-sustaining ecosystem by just doing this process. This is why it works. This is how it works. I have sold MQT not to put money in my bank account. I sold MQT to evolve and purchase my miners. That's what I've done. I showed my crypto talk this morning because I show my portfolios. I showed them exactly what I have and how I'm doing it and my strategy. Now, coming soon, the ability to lease your miners. Now, why would you want to lease miners? Because there's going to come a day where the Lenny that you purchase is locked to 1 MQT regardless of the price. Most people aren't going to be able to afford. So what if you have more miners? Then you can put them on the leasing dock. So somebody that gets started, say, I can't afford to pay a couple $1,000s for miners. They can lease it. And every time they submit their proof of physical activity, claim mining rewards, you get to claim the leasing fee. As my grandpa always said, have multiple properties, live in one and lease out the others. That's what you want to do. So I'm also thinking long-term, and I am purchasing more miners because I'm getting them ready for the leasing side on that side as well. Now, get started. How do you get started? Get back to the person who invited you. Let them know whether you're in or out. If you're not in, that's okay. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule for even being here. There's so many other things you could be doing with your time. But I just want you to know when you leave here, your phone is still going to be tracking all of your physical activity. People are making anywhere between $25, $50 a day, $300 a day, $500 a day. You just chose not to get paid for your same physical activity. I was having a conversation with a couple of people. Do you know in South Africa, the average monthly salary of, let's say, someone that's a waiter, is about $120 a month. My wife did $170 just yesterday. In one day. We were excited back in the day if you were able to make $300 a month from this app. That's why I said it turned from being casual to me, from being just a program I can have in our ILCA portfolio to allow every single person to come on board to have something that they're winning in, now to something that we might get wealthy with. And I don't say that lightly. This is insane. So, as a disclaimer, I am not a licensed financial advisor to be giving financial advice. I share information for educational, training, and informational purposes only. It is up to you to make your own informed, intelligent decision on which direction you want to move into. There is absolutely no guarantee of exact earnings that you can do for three main reasons. Let me repeat this because there's always some clowns out there that will say, Brandon's out there guaranteeing income with GetFit mining. No, this isn't one of those that I can guarantee you 3% a day or 3% a week compound interest crap. There's three things here that determine what you earn. The first, I have no idea how physically active you're going to be. I don't know if you're going to be FloJo or me. I want to say no, a loser out there. I don't know how physically active you're going to be. Number two, I don't know how many miners you're going to have or what miners they are, because there's too many variables there. Number three, it depends on the value of the token every day. Today is $30. We hit an all-time high today. 5 days ago, it was $6. A week before that, it was $2.50. What happens if it goes $75? Oh my. Don't fall out your chair, Quentin. I'm about to pull you up. What happens if it goes $75, $500? September 15th, the price of the token moves to, not the price, the GetFit Mining is having a rebranding into MoveQuest. There will be there's no MLM, multi-level, none of that on this. MoveQuest. That's going to be the new brand, September 15th. This has not gone viral yet. The world doesn't know about this yet. But what do you think is going to happen when people hear about somebody making $50 a day on just their physical activity, $20 a day on their physical activity, somebody that's able to pay their mortgage or their rent on their physical activity? You think other people's not going to want to be involved? Now, before I go any further, I want to bring up my man Quentin to share, because he had, what was it, best day? All right, let me mute. Go ahead, Quentin.
All right, sir, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, awesome job again, knocking it out the park like always, just making it clear, making it simple, painting the picture of what's really happening here. I mean, man, I've been telling people, man, I can't afford to take my eyes and my attention away from this project to look at these other things that are out there. I've been getting so many people now coming my way with everything. And I'm just like, can it make me 8 figures before the end of the year? If it can't make me 8 figures before the end of the year, I can't afford to take my attention and my community away from it. And some people have not liked that, but that's the opportunity that we have here. I've already ran the number. You know, our project 10K, right? We want to get to 10,000, people submitting or wallets submitting in this ecosystem. Lynette's already told us 10,450 people all mining with Omegas gives us a $4,000 token. This is math. This is not hype. This is not speculation. 10,450 submissions that are all at Omega yields us a $4,000 token. This is not speculation or hype. This is math. Now, granted, will everyone have all Omegas? No. So let's just say we had 20,000 people in our ecosystem And we're looking at a $4,000 token. When I did the math on what I'm holding right now, it was almost $30 million. This is not hype. This is not, I'm just giving you the math. So do you think I can afford to go and miss getting my physical activity? I'm in the front of a computer a lot, but I found myself now doing this while I'm sitting in my chair. And people are like, why are you moving? And I'm like, I'm swinging my arms because I'm getting some steps in while I'm sitting here. I'm getting up every single night, about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, right before the end of the day, and I'm biking 7 to 10 miles every single night. Can't do it during the day because it's too hot, but I'm doing it at night every single day. I've noticed my legs are they're sore because I'm biking every single night. But I know this is good. It's helping me, right? I'm getting more fit, right? And it's, I'm a fitness person. I've always been into fitness, working out the last 20 years of my life, but this has helped me really engage back into it, and it's given me that motivation, that extra kick that I needed to be able to do it. But when I go in as of yesterday, and I don't think I can share my phone, but
Oh, yeah. Hold on. You want to share your screen?
yeah, I was going to share the phone.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get you.
And I actually just did a live
Okay, go right ahead.
with my community because I wanted them to see what's happening. And I'm doing 2 devices. I mean, why not? If you have the ability and the means to do it, and I have all Omegas on both devices, because I want to max this out. I want to get as many tokens as I can while we have, the lesser number of people that are in our ecosystem. So when I go over to my earnings, I've already submitted my day here, but you can see here I had 9.2 million shares, and I didn't even max everything out. I still had about another 2,500 steps that I could have got, and I missed out on 2 minutes on a workout. But I was pretty close.
You got them calories.
Out.
That's what I struggle with, the calories.
4,480 calories, and that's just me going through my normal day, doing the things. But then I am working out. I try to get about an hour in the gym because I like to, lift the weights. I'll get an hour on the bike. I'll move my arms and walk around here in my apartment, just making circles and just moving and being fit. And not only that, I can go to my history and I can look at what this is as of right now, and it's 14.72 MQT. Now, this may go down, of course, because people have to submit, right? They got a 48-hour window to submit. But even on some of these days where I didn't do as much that are final, I got 11.6 MQT. And I'm doing that on 2 devices on 2 blockchains. Because, yes, I'm still submitting on Binance. And I suggest everybody else does as well, because guess what's going to happen? At some point, we will come back over to the Binance. They're going to take those tokens and they're going to convert them over for you to MQT at some conversion rate. We don't know. We don't know when or how that's going to work, but those tokens will be worth something. So I'm doing 2 blockchains, 2 phones. That's what, 4 submissions every single day that I'm doing here. And I can't afford to not get this in, because when this token is at $1,000, that means this was an $11,600 day that I decided to be lazy on and miss out on. I can't afford that, and I don't think anybody on this call would want to miss a 5-figure day somewhere down the line. So absolutely amazing project. I'm loving what's happening. I feel so great bringing this to my community because I know everyone can win. It's not about them having to have a massive team to win here. The commissions are a little extra, but it's not even that much really when you think about it. But everybody has an opportunity to win. So, hey, get in where you fit in, get to moving. I can't wait till the rebrand. Wait till you see what's coming with the rebrand. It looks amazing. It's going to be an incredible, incredible time. So back to you, Brandon. Appreciate you for letting me share.
Thank you, Q. And I remember conversations with Lynette when she was kind of breaking down what's possible to earn. And I didn't actually, like, in theory, yes, because it's possible. I just didn't think it was probable. But she proved it. The last 30 days, the smart contract has proven that if you don't sell your tokens, that's another thing, guys. I'm afraid to touch a single token because I'm looking at where's that going to be 6 months from now? What about a year from now? I'm thinking about the guy who got in Bitcoin, was mining it when it was at $5 and was losing his mind when it reached $100. You know what? Tomorrow, I'm going to show that video tomorrow in the presentation. And they was excited when Bitcoin hit $100. I mean, 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas. Do you think if you go back in time and told them, hey, just letting you know, Bitcoin one day is going to be $73,000 a coin, would they believe that? Or if you told them Bitcoin one day might be worth $5 million a coin? It's hard for us to believe that right now. But when Lynette was saying, oh yeah, sometimes you guys going to have like $3,000 a day. What? But it's true. I have another person I want to bring up that was to share a story. Miss Marnita Casa, go right ahead.
Okay, there we go. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
All right, so the reason why I wanted to come and share you guys is because one thing my mom always taught me is that leading by example is the best and the only way to lead. So I have a lot of beautiful, wonderful people in this project. I am constantly getting text messages, phone calls, telegram messages about how this is a game changer. There are people out there that haven't been at work for over a year, and this is their only source of income. And now with the token where it is, they're thinking beyond, oh, I got to pay some bills. They're thinking about retirement. And these are people that I care about. So this is very, very important for me that I'm transparent with you guys. And I'm about to throw myself under the bus and make myself a very, very good example for everyone here. Now, Leonard inspired me. The mistake I made, I didn't want to tell nobody about it because I'm crypto educated. So I want to say, Lenny, thank you so very much for stepping up and speaking on what happened. You guys, I sold. I did. I'm not going to tell you how much, but I can tell you it was under 500, but over 100. Okay. And I didn't sell because I wanted a profit. I'm not like that. I'm crypto educated. I'm no dummy. I sold because something that I cared about, that I loved, I felt was in jeopardy. And at the time where that coin was, I felt, you know what, I have the ability to help this thing, to make sure that it doesn't hurt anymore. So I sold my coins for the thing that I love, that I'm very passionate about. And a week later, it goes to $20, you guys. So that little bit of money that I sold my coins to help that thing that I love, that I care about, right? I could have done 30 times that if I would have just held on just a little bit longer. So the point, the moral of the story is this: you're going to get scared. Times are hard right now. Some of us can't pay rent. Some of us can't pay our electric bill. Some of us have been out of work. And this right here looks like a beacon of light, and it is. So go ahead and pay that bill if you have to. Don't feel bad about it, but don't get crazy either. Don't get silly, because as we can see, this is not going to stop, and this can change each and every one of our lives. So I wanted to let you guys know my story. This was my first failure in my cryptocurrency career, but you know what happened? It changed something in me. I had those tokens and I wasn't walking every day because I had the coins. I wasn't out there telling everybody about it because I had the coins. Now that I don't have them, I am getting up every morning. I am walking my ass off. I am doing lives telling people about this project. I have a YouTube channel that I am working out telling people about this project. I'm screaming it to the world, because not only is it helping my life, it is helping everybody's life that I care about, that decided to make the choice to come in. So as a leader, as somebody who cares about you guys, I'm being transparent. Don't sell your coins, babies. If you don't have to, if life is hard, a few here, there, but accumulate as much as you can. And Lynette, since you're on here, I already sent Lynette a private message. Thank you. Thank you. What you have done here is phenomenal. All right. So that's my story. You guys hold on to those coins. Get out there and accumulate as much as you can and tell as many people as you can about it. All right.
Now you just said we have a VIP. Lynette is on. Lynette, I don't know if you're prepared or not, if you want to share a few words with everybody. If not, we understand. But let me unmute your mic. Say if you want to share any words with anybody.
Hey there. No, I didn't really have anything to share. I was just coming on to see how everybody was doing and if they were excited. I know I am. Things are going so well, and just wanted everybody to know, we have a news section on the website now so that you guys can kind of follow along and see, where the token is, what the market analysis and things are. It's hard for me. I have so many people that will call me and ask me, what it's doing. And so I thought, you know what, I'll just start putting out kind of a few days a week, give you guys kind of a market analysis on the token so you kind of understand where we're at and what's taking place and transpiring. But everything is working exactly as it's supposed to be. The algorithms are spot on. So I'm very excited about that. We're growing in crazy amounts very, very quickly, trending at the #1 gaining token. I think over 7 days now. I think we're at #2 yesterday, or at some point, I think it was yesterday, it said we were the third. Somebody, there's a decent amount of selling yesterday. And I think we went down to the #5 loser is what it said on there. I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible. But then the evolution contract triggered and everything, went back to where it was supposed to be, and we were the #1 gainer again. So yeah, it's very exciting, and I hope you guys are all enjoying it as much as I'm enjoying watching it take place.
Well, while we were talking, Lynette, we have a new all-time high here.
Oh, really?
$31.04. Take a look
Amazing.
at that. And
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
$31 and 1.62 million liquidity.
Yeah, I think we'll probably hit the 2 million mark, today or early morning. We are setting unprecedented levels in the crypto space right now. And people don't even know what we are. I know they're watching and probably going, what the heck is this? What's happening here?
Well, as Marnita said, Lynette, we want to echo that. Thank you for creating this project, putting in 3 years of work to prove that it would work. And sometimes there's been some struggles, some stumbles. Sometimes you got to go back to the drawing board, but to get it right. But this avalanche move proved as proof of concept that it's worked. And when people are able to see that they made some money, then when you're ready to go to the next blockchain, you're going to have an army of people ready to go with you.
And just this is, yes, granted, it is the most amazing project. There's nothing like it in the entire world, but none of this would happen without our community. So I'm just as grateful to our community as you guys are for the project, because collectively is why this is a success. You can build the best project on the planet, and if it's just sitting on the shelf collecting dust, it's no good. So it's the community that's taking it to the next level.
And speaking of the community, there's going to be 2 more presentations today for you guys to be able to take a look at. The next is going to be at the top of this hour at 2 p.m. Eastern, and then at 9 p.m. Eastern with Herschel Crow and Ken, the consultant, and Francis. They're going to be, it's a different presentation than I do. I show you guys what GetFit is. They're going to show you the how and the why, like pulling up the hood and how everything works and to get started. So with that, thank you guys for being here today. The next presentation that I do will be tomorrow morning at same time, 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Decide the value of the coin goes up, the more people we have that gets involved. So if you guys make it a point to post the Zooms. Yeah, if you make it a point to invite, we should by now. I mean, the token was Monday $6. Today, $31. Why don't we have 500 people here? I got the room size for it. Why do we not have 500 people here? It's mind-boggling, but let's make things happen. So Yeah, join the movementum.com at the top of the hour. Join the movementum.com. I'm going to see if I can get an extra maybe 3,000 steps in before that presentation. And let's keep it going. If you can't copy the link, then just write down join the movementum or just click on it. You can click on it and save it on your computer. Join the movementum.com. All right, that and Jack says, is there anyone on Telegram that I can talk about? Well, we do have a huge Telegram group. We also have the support channel and system in place. Is the 5-day support still open? Zoom open? You guys let me know. Yeah, we've got a support Zoom open 5 days a week between 11 a.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Eastern that you can hop in and get that one-on-one help and support. And make sure you guys are letting your new people know this as well. And any new person that you want to bring on board, make sure you set up a one-on-one with them. I already got 3 Zooms set up today that I got to help some people because not everybody is crypto educated. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to buy a token. They don't know how to move it. They don't know what this fee means and that, and they've got a different phone. Speaking of education, hello, I am Mr. Education. Once a month, I do the 5-day challenge. Next week is our next 5-day challenge. It will be at 8 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. So an hour before Herschel does his presentation. And there's no cost to being a part of that. We're going to talk about what is the blockchain, what is cryptocurrency, what are the wallets, who is Satoshi Nakamoto. We're going to go back to the basics, and I'm going to theme it. Next week's theme is going to be all about GetFit mining. You go where the money's happening. We got people making hundreds of dollars a day. Are you kidding me? So the theme's going to be all about, every night is going to be geared about GetFit mining. All right. So ILCA challenge.com. I'll be streaming it straight through my YouTube channel. Those of you, my VIP members, will be on Zoom with me like now. But that's going to be Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. So we'll be back tomorrow. I'll be doing this presentation again. And at the top of the hour, we're up with Herschel and Ken. Enjoy the day. Get your steps in, everybody. And I'll see you next time. Thank you for sharing your story, Marnita and Q. Let's make it happen, everybody. Bye-bye.